Hello world, Phil here, and I'm about to show you the most viral, shocking, rare, funny videos you have ever seen today.
Ow! Oh, ow, ow, ow! Oh, see? You come in, baby. Ow, ow! Trying to get my feet. Ow! Oh! Hey! Hey! Oh, that way, that way. Come on, let me get a good fight on that. Give me a good fight.
Middle of a crowd of football fans, and it turned out to be a big mistake. They placed a cup on his head and started a game. One by one, they carefully poured a little beer into the cup, making sure it doesn't overflow. But even after several people had already filled the cup more than halfway, it still stood solidly on his head, showing no signs of instability. However, when it was this guy's turn, the impossible happened. It stood still for a few seconds, and out of nowhere, the game ended.
You would really think that he would wake up. Like, I'm not really gonna sleep. I don't, if you have crumbs in the bed, I can't sleep. A whole pitcher of beer. You know what I mean? So that guy must have been passed out. That's all I'm saying.
Tatuś.
Bird flaps his wings like so fast that like even the frame rate on the camera can't even catch it.
It's really dangerous for someone in a wheelchair to travel around New York alone, but this guy believes he found a safe alternative. Wheelchair accessibility in New York subways is absolutely horrendous, with only 25% of stations offering any assistance. But this guy isn't letting any of that stop him. Have you ever ridden the subway? Riding this surfboard on your first try is impossible because of its extremely high learning curve, but wait until you see the professional use it.
Before it continues on, I get anxiety from cliffs like driving, let alone hiking in just a little bar. That little bar before I fall, not for me.
Because he makes it look easy. This is a new type of surfboard that changes everything. Do you know why? This is the first ever surfboard that can be ridden without any waves. You can ride this surfboard along long distances using the motion of your body once you learn how to do it. Just watch how this professional uses this surfboard and skids across the water. Oh yeah! Could you do this?
Well, isn't that nice? How much does it cost and where can I get it? Because I want it. I want one of these.
This is
If you ever fall into train tracks at a subway, do not try to climb back up. There's a crawl space you can go underneath. If you're worried about someone breaking into your house, put a glass on your door handle at night. The glass will fall and shatter with any attempt to open the door, and you will be alerted. It will also startle the robber and possibly make them run away. No matter how thirsty you are, do not eat snow. Too much of this in your stomach can kill you due to hypothermia. Ticks are way deadlier than people claim they are, as Lyme disease can literally stop your heart. If you get bitten by ticks, take it off immediately and go to a doctor. Drowning in movies isn't real drowning. If someone is drowning realistically, they will not be able to wave their arms around and rarely will cry out. They will often just bob in and out of the water while gasping for air. If you see a very colorful and vivid animal, do not eat it. It is likely to be lethally poisonous. A lot of backpacks have a whistle built in that you can use in the
all I think about.
That's the truth. You know, I'm not going to harp on cyberbullying or anybody who goes through it. I understand. But that is the first step. That's the first step. Turn that thing off. You know, I had to deal with bullies like waiting for me, like when I got out of school, like off the bus. So imagine you can turn off the phone.
Cool with playing games and shit, but instead I'm running with the gang and shit. Robberies done turned into shooting. Yo, son.
What the fuck am I looking at here? What the fuck am I looking at? Crazy.
Yeah.
Radio trauma. Do it.
What else could it say?
I don't know. I don't even know
Tweet,
what
tweet,
he's
tweet.
Tweet, tweet. You guys. The bird is actually.
It is talking. I swear to God.
We have video.
Listen.
Oh!
He's so cute.
Is it real?
I don't know. Is it like a robot? Like, because that's a pretty good moving robot.
What?
Why is a bird talking?
I want to keep it.
Radio trauma. Do it.
Look
Ew,
like
it just
cameras.
Wait, it just peed. It just pooed.
I know.
Did you snap back into it, bro?
Oh my gosh.
All right, we gotta go, guys. This is getting weird.
Careful, Willow.
Okay, yeah, I was scared of him. Like,
Dude, get out of here. Whoa!
Radio trauma. Do it.
It's impossible to nail this ski slope on your first try, but after dozens of fails, he tries one last time. There is a reason this slope is one of the hardest to take on, and that's because of these little hills called moguls. Moguls take an extreme amount of skill to maneuver, and after many tries, he finally gets the hang of it. He even speeds past the last ones like they're nothing. Could you do this?
Holy fuck!
There's a special trick to winning this carnival game. Do you know what it is? He's playing a game called Bank a Ball, which is one of the hardest games at this park, but it also gives some of the best prizes. And he's planning on winning the biggest one for his wife. So he keeps on trying to get the ball into the bucket, but he's not throwing the ball correctly. The trick is to throw the ball with a backspin, causing it to lose its momentum and fall straight down. And he finally figures it out on this last shot and wins his wife.
What's that? How? Like, whatever.
Bro, dude, what?
No one has been able to successfully do this move, so they call it impossible. But he is attempting to change that. What he's trying to do is hang on the bar with his feet. If he does this, he will be the world's first. He has a background as a parkour professional. But I don't think it trained him for this. After giving up on the first day, he had an interesting idea for the second. He questionably put on Crocs and tried again, and the unbelievable happened. Their teamwork was put to the test during this challenge, but there's a huge problem. While this challenge may look easy at first, if they drop the bottle at any point after picking it up, it's over. They pull off the transfer pretty smoothly, as this is where many teams fail and drop the bottle. But now comes the hardest part, placing the bottle perfectly in this circle while time is running out. If they drop the bottle outside the circle, or the bottle doesn't stand straight, they are out for good. Could you do this?
This man is catching murder hornets using only a plastic cup, and the reason he is able to do this is because he knows the hornets are less likely to attack him during their hunting phase, and he wants to protect the bees. Would you dare to do this?
He's attempting a really hard chef's trick, and does a pretty good job, but nothing compared to how the professional does it. He is trying to make a heart with an arrow through it, and he gets halfway there before the egg breaks. But the professional shows you what it's actually supposed to look like, and even puts her signature on it. This is all really cool, but what I want to know is what type of egg this is, because it seems to just have infinite yolk. Would you eat this?
If you remove the pin from a grenade, is it possible to put it back? Well, technically yes. A grenade's safety pin can be put back as long as the strike lever hasn't been released. It's actually the strike lever, also known as the spoon, that activates the grenade. So it's the spoon that makes the grenade go live, not the pin. This construction worker was about to finish pouring the concrete and was leveling the cement with a trowel.
One chick. But as soon as he does, the whole family starts following it, falling into the trap. You can also lure them in by adding some grain, which makes them walk right into the cage, where they can't get out because the entrance is only on one side. Are you still catching them with your hands?
Attempting one of his kicks would break a normal human's legs. Just wait until you see the power he puts behind it. He kicks the punching bag as it's swinging towards him. Kicking this would be like kicking a steel beam. You can feel every one of his kicks in your knees. And the craziest part, this guy is 42 years old and a Muay Thai legend. Do you know who this is?
One, release the beast, it's time to play the game. There's one. Here he comes, stand by. Here goes.
What kind of waiver do you sign for this?
Get up and get going quick. Here we go, he says, I'm out. I'm out too, you're out. And guess what? There's another one. He's checking out as well. That leaves 5. That leaves 4. Oh, get up and go, get up and go. Howdy. There.
Down like that.
Yep, there's down to 3. He says, hang on. He's gone. There's 3, there's 2. Oh, don't move. Nerves of steel. Nerves of steel. It may pay off. Boogie, boogie, boogie. He's looking, he's thinking. They say the gray shirt guy stepped out. The gray shirt guy stepped out, so the winner's up here in the front right there. Yep, there's your champion right there, guys. I'll tell you what.
Smart man. I mean, I don't know about you, but if you see a bull kicking his feet back, it might, and you have a chance to walk away. Opportunity. All I'm saying.
These three ordinary men were challenged to get out of this giant hole. The rules are simple. They can only use their own bodies and no external materials. First, a man tried to run and he failed. The second time, he also failed. And even a third time, when he used a friend to try a weird technique, they still failed. But then the men started to use their brains by thinking they climb on top of each other so that one person can get out. And the lightest man finally manages to escape. But now the problem is that only two are left inside, making it more complicated. However, the men quickly come up with an idea and manage to get the second person out. And now the real challenge begins. They have no idea how to get the last person out. So look, they try a bizarre technique, but this technique is completely crazy because like that, they can all fall. But they are very close to succeeding, so they must go all out. And look at that, he grabbed onto his foot. And now they all have to pull with all their strength or else their effort will be wasted. Look at the ending. They're giving it everything they've got. OMG! They finally succeeded.
What the fuck? I'm scared. Oh.
You must have lost your mind. You have lost your mind, but let me tell you something. You must not know who I am. I am the 5th generation of big cats, and as you can see, I am 2 sizes bigger than you, meaning that I will destroy you. Now I'm going to let you go with that warning. Put your hand down. You don't...
So Josh, I'm sure you've heard about the new iPhone that's coming out.
Yes.
The 16 Pro. We have a prototype here, and we can take your phone and instantaneously, with the new technology, instantaneously transfer your information onto the new phone so you can test it out if you're interested.
I would love to.
Okay, so David here is going to just grab your phone quickly.
Right. There we go.
And switch it out. So are you a big Apple fan?
I would say so, yeah. I had the iPhone 4, and I've pretty much had every phone since that. Just upgraded them over time, and now I just use them for work, so I upgrade them each year for work.
Who's your favorite Apple CEO?
Oh, probably Steve.
Ready?
Already? Wow.
It is very fast, so.
Oh my god.
Tell us what your immediate impressions are.
You know what, this is processing so much quicker than my phone. Like, I'm a bit of a tech head. I've always loved this stuff. That's impressive. That is really impressive.
Be all transferred onto this one now.
Yeah. Feels more smoother. I like it. It's not like lagging a lot.
If you want to take a peek at your pictures, they should be enhanced.
They are. You can see the details on my necklace and like the jewelry.
Yeah.
Cool. And like the background too. That's so cool.
It's already like a lot more responsive. I like that because it gets irritating waiting.
Why is this man pointing an axe at this little boat? Well, this little ship has a very audacious strategy. The men on the boat pretend to be fruit merchants, so they can approach their target without arousing suspicion. Because in reality, they're armed pirates who want to steal the boat's merchandise. They use this clever strategy to avoid being shot by others. But that's not enough to scam this smart man.
Someone said Earth was flat.
Trigger warning, real.
Never slice tomatoes this way. So when this guy noticed that his boss was slicing tomatoes one by one, wasting a lot of time, he decided to show him a trick that everyone should know. He took a plate, put a few tomatoes on it, covered them with another plate, and in one move, he sliced more tomatoes than his boss in an hour. So what was the color of the bottle?
This kid just found out he may be a superhero, able to turn on a light bulb by doing this. A trick that would go crazy in the 1600s.
I don't know, dude. I was just downstairs with my dad and... Kablam!
Let's make this clear. So no parking 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Except there's actually no parking at all. Except there is parking 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Except there's not parking 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Monday, but there's no parking.
You won't believe what this guy did. After seeing his lawn turning yellow in the spring, he came up with a solution that made his yard #1 in the block with the best grass on it. What he did was, using a flamethrower, he burned it down. The reason for that is, after the first rain hit, it helps the grass to grow without any weeds and will be greener than ever. Do you believe in this?
Wilson. High in the air, he got drilled. The ball comes loose. And it's going to be Hawaii football.
This military training is crazy. The goal is to take the weight and walk with it underwater. But to make it extra difficult, they will also need to carry another guy on their back. While we're at it, you might as well try to hold your breath to see if you could do the same. But you will soon realize something crazy. But for this training, it is important to move gradually and calmly because stressing will make it worse. I actually promise you, this video is not slowed down. And as we're gradually arriving to the other side of the pool, I might as well tell you that that was only half of it, as they will need to come back the other way. That's how you know these guys are on a completely different level. So now do you think you would be able to do the same? This is one of the oldest real ninjas still alive. His student trapped him, and he's about to...
Easy. I could definitely do that. All I gotta do is just hold my breath for like 40 seconds. I could hold my breath probably for like a minute. That's what I was doing just now. If you're
get out in the most badass way possible. His students always knew he was strong, but actually wanted to see proof of it. That's when their teacher decided to demonstrate that aging doesn't always mean a loss in strength. He first made sure his student was ready before making a subtle jump to cover the fact that he grabbed his hand. After that, he absolutely destroyed the student just by holding his hand in a manner that creates a hell of a pain. I'm pretty sure no one could endure this technique, but if you think you could, then subscribe.
Can you spot the snow leopard in this video?
Because there is a snow leopard in this video, but I want to give you a chance to find it. If you can't find this snow leopard in 10, then you're already captured. So go ahead. I'm gonna give you 10 seconds, but there is a leopard in this video. If you need a clue, he's staring at you. So I'll play it. See, y'all would have got.
The owner thought her golden retriever was bullying the cat when she saw him dragging it into the house by the neck. But when she got closer, she burst out laughing at what she saw. It turns out the cat was actually biting the dog's chin and wouldn't let go. The poor golden had no choice but to drag the stubborn kitty to their mom for help.
You won't believe how these guys are stealing brand new vehicles in as little as 25 seconds. The guy carrying around that weird antenna is performing something called a relay attack. If you didn't know, your key fob is constantly emitting a signal looking for the car that it belongs to. Likewise, the car is also constantly looking for that key fob. So,
the city of Charleston thought it'd be funny to put a boot on the car and then not give me any way to pay it. Called 3 or 4 different numbers, texted a bunch of weird numbers, QR codes. No answer, waited around for 2 hours, no parking attendants, nothing. So, spare tire. Not entirely that bright though, to be honest. My goodness, you can't tell me it's this easy.
You learn something new every day.
I bet you've never seen this before. In this pixel game, you need to step on the white boxes. You touch the red, you're out. There's also a timer and money on the line, so you really have to take it serious. But the levels get harder the more you play. In the next level, you need to do the same while on one leg. Now this is pretty hard, but watch this next one, where you play with a team and your team has to memorize the light blue boxes. Once the timer starts, your team needs to carefully step on them, and if anyone steps on the wrong one, boom, you're out. Imagine you got a dumb friend who messes up your whole thing. Would you play this game?
Watch what happens when he plays this +1 quadrillion Uno card. Definitely making this. You won't believe what this guy did as his friend was tide roping over shark-infested water.
No. Hey, what are you doing? Get up! Stop!
This cost $10,000 and it allows him to do flips and various tricks with ease. Watch how he floats in the air like you do in your dream.
This robot named Peanut was leading some customers to their table when another robot accidentally got in its way. So Peanut said this.
Don't block my way, please. I have to work. Otherwise, I'll be fired.
After bypassing his grandfather's fridge lock, the reaction on his face was priceless.
Abri a geladeira. Aí você puxa.
This prankster will probably need to buy a new microphone after getting punished for throwing water balloons at strangers. After he threw one at the wrong guy and pretended to continue his interview, this happened.
No, sir, we're interviewing unicorns. Oh!
What happens if you need a vehicle that is bigger than what?
The Tesla van!
We're going to make this, and it's going to look like that.
Oh my gosh, of course they're going to make this.
And you see this coming towards you? That's a mistake. So this can carry up to 20 people, and it can also transport goods. So you can configure it for goods transport within a city, or...
Right here, come say hi. All right.
What's up, bro?
Heading to the right.
Right here, to your left, to your left.
There you go, man. 2 Chainz, how you doing?
What's up?
Hey, buddy, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What's your name?
I'm Optimus.
Okay. My name is Tony.
Tony?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Tony.
Nice to meet you too, buddy. Hey, can you
Awesome.
can you play basketball? Can you shoot like jump shots?
Maybe one day.
I'll teach
Can
you. I'll teach you.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank
man.
you, Tony.
Thank you, brother.
Much appreciated.
All right, man. You like Balenciaga? I got an outfit for you.
Really?
Yeah, I got an outfit for you.
Awesome. That's cool.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm about to order you. Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna order you, and then I'll see you in another couple months. Okay.
I'll see you.
I'll see you. All right.
Awesome.
Bye.
Excuse me, personal space, please.
Please don't.
Hey, Optimus.
They're coming for everybody's jobs at this point. Nobody's safe.
See that?
Yes. You want to get a photo?
Yeah, for sure. Let's do it. Little video.
Hey.
Sweet. Thanks, man.
Appreciate it. Of course, anytime.
All right.
How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing?
Tremendous.
Doing
good.
Peace, everybody.
How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Nice.
I love the chains. How's everybody doing?
Doing good. All right.
Then step right up.
Can I have a watermelon fogarita?
A watermelon?
Yeah.
Of course you can.
Hey, what's up?
How am I doing so far?
Killing it.
Thank you so much.
Oh.
Here you go.
Thanks, Optimus. Appreciate it.
Anytime.
This guy disrespected his opponent and is about to learn why you should always stay humble, because this Mongolian fighter still kept his composure even though this was extremely aggressive, just picking up his hat and walking away, and his opponent just continued to yell and taunt him. But now it was time for the fight, and when it began it wasn't looking too good for the Mongolian fighter as he was getting tossed around, but even after multiple brutal punches and takedowns he was still able to recover like nothing happened.
Straight back up to his feet.
And when everyone thought it was over for the Mongolian with no time left, he suddenly pulled off a move that nobody was expecting. And just like that, the match was over, humbling this cocky fighter.
You know, that's the way it goes, though. I've always told people, don't celebrate too early. You know, don't celebrate ahead of time. Win, you know?
Nice work. God, eliminate. Good work.
I was broke, pocket full of lead. Now I'm on the bricks, getting paid like no other dog. Now I'm stacking chips on the road like a trucker, man. Had to take some trips, doing shows for my brothers, but strapped with extra clips, just in case.
Que la calle bota fuego, fuego, falla, falla, fuego, fuego, falla, falla, fuego, fuego, falla, falla, fuego, fuego. Que la
At the world record for completing 9 backflips in a row on one single jump, and it looks absolutely wild.
Oh my God! No way!
Good.
If you like this sort of content, then please give a like and subscribe. And I will be uploading more videos more frequently. I try to do it at least once a week, but check back every other day and see what I have. Thanks for watching.